For job seekers in the market at the moment who might have found themselves in the scenario where they've been made redundant, where they're actually sort of having to proactively look for work and maybe sometimes looking for work for the very first time, I think you'll find it's actually quite challenging in the market, particularly for the mid to senior executive levels. And that recruitment process is a lot slower than you would like, and there's a lot of stop-start hiring going on in the market where companies might initially go to market for a hire, but then they change their minds, or they lose the headcount, or they try and reshuffle someone from the internal ranks. And so for an executive who needs to get back into the market, you really do have to have a clear job search strategy to get engaged. And that strategy, in my opinion, would be based on a lot more outbound reach than maybe what you're currently doing. You need to make sure you're doing at least one or two outbound approaches every day when you're in job seeker mode. You need to be leveraging off your business networks. That's absolutely crucial because most companies these days have some form of an internal referral process. And so the network is crucial to being referred to opportunities that are unadvertised. These are the unadvertised positions in the market that are available but come through the connections, come through the networks. And I'm afraid if you haven't put the investment into the networks over many years and you've just had your head down, you're going to have to source an alternative way to get connected in with the right people by introduction from maybe a limited network, but you're still going to have to leverage off that, and or use your LinkedIn tools to sort of really reach out to people and get on forwarded, on referred to other people in the networks who might be looking for talent. I also think you should be really leveraging the direct methods. So you should be going to the company's career portals, the company's web pages, going direct to the HR or the talent officers in the company, because there are a lot of positions available, but they just never hit the airwaves. They just do not show up on Seek and LinkedIn. I would be keeping that advertised component of my job search to an absolute minimum. And in fact, I'm finding more and more that side of the equation is just not delivering results for our clients. So it might only be 10, maybe 20% of the overall activity. The bulk of the activity is going direct to the market, going direct to the organizations in your target list, and speaking directly to network and, to the networks who can then forward your resume, introduce you, connect you to the right parties in the organizations. One final comment is the headhunters are still a crucial part of the equation. When an economy is sort of contracting, when layoffs are happening, when people are being released from companies, the executive search firms get busy because they have to work very confidentially. They're not disclosing who they're working for. So if a company is in theory releasing talent on one side of the business, they could be hiring in another part and using an executive search firm to confidentially identify that talent. So core relationships with headhunters that has been forged over many years could become very crucial in your job search as you go to market. My overall piece of advice is do a lot more outbound activity than maybe you have ever done before. It might even be more than what you think you need, but we're finding at the moment with the ratios and the results, the core statistic is how many interviews are you gaining? How many meaningful meetings are you gaining during the recruitment process? So you might need to do more outbound activity to keep that momentum up during the job search. Good luck. If you need help, drop into my diary. I'd be happy to give you a complimentary career assessment and have a look at your job search strategy and what we could do to maybe enhance that strategy to secure results and get you re-engaged in meaningful employment.